Hi, everyone. I have a big surprise for you today. Pat Fishburne has been so welcoming to us and said, come back to my place.
That's right.
And what's so great about Pat is, first of all, she's a woman of many talents, which we'll talk about while we're going through your home. But the other thing is her home here in the estuary, it's a Sanibel model. And it had...
Which we love. We've always loved it.
That's right, 7.5 years. And their home got a little flooded from the storm that we had.
And I was in Periwinkle for 5 months.
And she was moved over to Periwinkle for 5 months while they repaired everything. And she said to me, Inga, you have to come over here because we have a little bit of everything. We got some rebuilds. We've gotten, I had to order some new furniture. I was able to save some furniture, but I also got a lot of things from the thrift stores.
Absolutely. At 85 years old, it didn't make any sense to go out and spend a lot of money on new furniture. Besides, the thrift stores have amazing stuff.
Exactly.
For very reasonable prices.
Well, you know the saying, they say, what is it? One man's junk is someone else's treasure?
Yeah.
There you go. And it turns out it's really nice
Real treasure.
things.
Real
That's
treasure.
right. So we're going to start off right here because the minute I walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is stunning. And you have to tell us a story about this, okay? This is a great stand. It looks like it's made
stone.
Is it stone?
Stone, yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, I'd looked a lot for pieces for the entryway, and everything looked everybody had the same things. So I wanted something different. This is actually from a thrift store, and it's a base that was on a dining room table. I told them to keep the table, keep the 4 chairs, and I just want the base. They thought I was crazy, of
And
course.
then where did you get you just went and got?
No, actually, this was a coffee table in my sunroom at one point, and I had 2 Oriental vases under it. Only one Oriental vase came back after the hurricane. I don't know what happened to the other one. But anyhow, so I just thought, well, it might fit here, and sure enough.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And then, as I see, when I speak about your many talents, the necklace that you made here at the Tribby, but then these beautiful pieces
Well,
as well.
actually, this is made by Carol Strange.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That would make her very happy, wouldn't
I would
it?
make her very happy. And George Waters made a stand for it because it's a, you know.
Because of the curve.
Yes, that's exactly right. So
Wow.
George made that stand for it. Isn't it wonderful?
It's wonderful. And then, did you make
now
this?
this one I did make. Yeah, I did make that
Beautiful.
one, yeah.
And then one thing you will notice throughout the home is, as I had mentioned, is the beautiful photography that you and your wonderful husband Stokes, who passed away a year ago, have had so many fun, incredible experiences and trips photographing.
And 7 whole years in a motorhome photographing. That's when we really got into it.
Well, one thing is I looked over here and I said, oh, this had to have been at some national park here in Florida, or it was at Ding Darling, and where was it?
The Tribby Pond. I wish it were happening every year, but that was a COVID year. And I tell you, it was so wonderful to have a place to go every day and take pictures of birds.
And they're beautiful. And you know how the rosettes are so popular here.
Oh, of course.
And the colors. In fact, by my office this past summer, we had at one time, I think 16 or 18 at one time.
I've never seen that many.
All at
one
once.
time.
So
that's amazing.
It's great. Now, in a Sanibel model home, we also have a den.
I spend a good bit of time in here because I do a lot of photography, and so I'm on the computer a lot.
And then you have the shelves for your
shelves
printers
over
and everything.
I mean, I have 2 printers in here and 2 big computers and.
No, this is great.
And lots of storage.
Oh yeah, I love it. Now we'll carry on through here. So here, your lanai has been enclosed, but then you added on a screen enclosure.
No, that was here when somebody else bought this place before us. Oh. And then they changed their mind, silly them.
Yes.
And I got the enclosure.
It's beautiful. I love it. The kitchen is so nice and open. I love how everything is so open here.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. And I was able to replace the cabinets I had. They had to take everything out.
I like it. Now in here, tell me, is all of this brand new?
The upholstered furniture is brand new.
Okay.
Yeah. But the other things, not so much.
So this piece.
That's my Best Buy.
Oh, this is your best purchase.
My best purchase.
Okay,
yes.
so tell us what you
Makes
did.
me the thrift store queen.
So tell us what you did here.
When I came into the thrift shop, I knew I wanted it right away because I had a piece like this before. In fact, you thought this was the same piece.
I did. Yeah.
And so it was $350. And so she said to me, "But we're having a sale for 50% off today." So it was $175, but it was down in Bonita, so it cost me $250 to have it trucked up here.
So it cost you more to ship it than to buy it.
More to ship it than to buy
Oh,
it. But
I love it.
I love it too.
Now, we'll go through here.
Oh, you have to see a couple other good buys.
Oh, okay.
I paid $100 for that. Is that cute or what?
Very cute. You know, that's one thing that you and I were talking about is that we are, I don't know if it's Florida because people move down here and or they're in a larger home and then they move to something smaller. But for some reason, we have a lot of thrift stores here. And I mean, just down here.
I think people come here with a whole lot of furniture and they find they can't fit everything or they want to have more Florida look to it or something.
Right.
So you find some great places
And
to
I
shop.
think, I mean, our community thrift store is a wonderful thrift store, but just in this area, I think there's 6 or 7 from
At
different
least.
churches
That's
and
right.
Teen Challenge and our community thrift store, but they're all in this
and
area.
Columkill.
Yeah, so.
And I've got a list if anybody wants it.
And then there's also, what are those stores? Consignment shops.
Consignment shops, yes.
As Pat mentioned, you can get some really good things for not a
Wonderful.
lot of
This
money.
one over here was only $125 for this lovely table.
Beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
I
Looks
love
like
it.
brand new, doesn't it?
It does.
And then I have this other piece over here in the hallway I want to show you.
Okay.
I had this mirror before, and I had an Asian cabinet which was lost in a hurricane. And then I wanted to get another one, and you wouldn't believe it, thousands of dollars, truly. And so I found this one in a thrift shop, and it was in bad condition. And I sent the picture to George Waters, who's in the wood shop.
Yeah.
And I said, "George, if you can fix this, I'll buy it." So I bought it for $225. George fixed it. I gave a nice donation to the wood shop. It was a win-win.
It looks brand new.
Isn't it lovely?
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it goes perfectly with your mirror.
Thank you.
And your beautiful photography
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
So while we're over on this side of the house, this is a 2-bedroom and a den, as you know. So we are walking this way, and Pat has an adorable 2nd bedroom here.
Which is well used. We have lots of company.
There you go.
My girls particularly.
And
Yeah.
so what's nice here is I remember you telling me that a friend had painted this
Yes.
and they were able to save this.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
I was very
Because I know
lucky.
that was very special to you.
And I have to show you also, this quilt my mother made in 1932.
Wow.
So it's coming up on 100 years old.
and look
Yeah.
how bright the colors still
Isn't
are.
it
They're not even
amazing? And
faded.
you see how the little stitches, it's all done by hand. What the ladies used to do is they'd take all their old clothes and
Yeah.
they'd get together and they'd all trade pieces of fabric and then they put together these.
It looks nice. So we have a laundry room and we have the bathroom here. And then back here,
And this is crooked.
just so people, we don't have to really go in, but just so you can see, 2-car garage. And there's a spot for your golf cart as well. So that's nice too.
Very nice.
So here we're in the dining area, which is an extension of your large room here.
And makes it very nice for entertaining.
Very
Everything's
nice.
so open.
Right. Now, some of the homes don't have this wall right here. You chose to do it to give a little bit of separation.
Because I had so much color, even when we first moved in here. And it looked like a furniture store. So I thought we have to go ahead and separate this so I can have another area back here. And now I have a sunroom and dinette.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? And out here, look at this. This is so bright and cheery. I love this. And is this furniture you were able to save?
Yeah, I was able to save this. But I had to get new upholstery.
Okay. So back here, and we'll talk about your beautiful lanai in a little bit.
Okay.
But back here is your bedroom.
Yep.
So we're going to look in here, and immediately, again, it's so nice and bright. The ceilings are high, and I know that you have several pieces that you said you had gotten at the thrift stores around here.
This one's a $99 buy that I bought for the Periwinkle place.
It's
Yeah.
so nice. And then you said these actually,
Actually, when I came here 7.5 years ago, these were both from thrift shop up in North Carolina.
isn't that
So
wonderful?
I've been thrifting for a long time.
So you know who to contact if you ever need to know about thrifting.
A friend of mine said that she was wishing that her whole house hadn't come back so we could go shopping, but she got everything back.
Oh, she got it all back.
Yeah.
Well, back here in the Sanibel, they have 2 walk-in closets, and then they have a large bathroom. In the bathroom back here, not only do you have separate sinks on either side, and then they have a walk-in shower, which is wonderful, and then a door here to the bathroom. And what is incredible are these, did you take these or did Stokes?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, yep, my daughter took this one.
Wow.
This is actually a Christmas tree worm, and it's only about that big. It's very small. These are barnacles, so you can tell how small it is.
Yes.
My daughter is a very good underwater photographer, and she can hold herself steady. And she took this one. These are from Oregon that I did on the
Wow.
Oregon coast, and this one's toasted at an aquarium.
All right, so we're gonna go back this way.
Okay.
So, oh, we have to walk outside and see your beautiful patio out here. But, you know, I admire so many of your photographs. One of the things that a lot of people may not know, but I know you know, is Shell Point has such an amazing opportunity for people to see wildlife here.
Amazing.
And like you said, when you were over by the Tribby, there was how many different
23 species that year.
23 that year that you saw. And one of the things in the winter months is that
The white pelicans come
pelicans,
in November.
They come in November, so they should be coming soon.
Coming soon. Mhm.
And I noticed this beautiful picture of so many pelicans. Where was that taken?
31 pelicans right out here, right out in our door, literally right out in the pond. And it was on Stokes' 85th birthday. And it was the best birthday present he could ever get. So I ran over to the bridge with a camera and took picture looking back and got that picture.
Isn't that what
Isn't that
great?
wonderful?
You know how they do it on a birthday or something? They'll do a 21 gun salute. He got a 32 pelican
Pelican
salute.
salute. Right?
Isn't that great?
Isn't it great?
I love it. Really nice. So let's go walk out
Okay.
here, and we'll do that here. Oh, look how nice this is, Pat.
Isn't this
wow.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. Oh, this is great. You still have some privacy here,
Oh,
but then you're
yeah.
able to look out at the water, look for some more birds, and I see one flying up above. And but this is so special, and I love the frog statues
Aren't
that
they
you
wonderful?
have and everything. Let's have a seat here,
Yeah.
and let's sit here and admire this beautiful view. And I want you and your husband Stokes were here for 7.5 years.
Yeah.
And you have both been such a bright, shining star here, not only with the photography, but you started light bites for the residents here in the estuary.
In the estuary, yeah.
And you
We're going to
two,
have one again November 9th.
isn't that
The
wonderful?
first one we've had in a long time.
And I think that's so nice. And you've always been so welcoming. So it means a lot to us.
Thank you.
And I know that Stokes has now passed, but what a wonderful man. And you had 66 wonderful years of marriage.
Amazing. My daughter told me, she said, Mom, you hit the jackpot. Yeah, and I did.
And I think he thought the same with you. So I think that's great. Now, if you were, I know there's been ups and downs with the hurricane and
Yeah.
things like that, but what is it that you love about living here?
Feeling of complete security. Mm-hmm. I don't worry about packages being delivered or going to bed at night in a room or a house by myself or anything like that. And the people and the administration, they were wonderful to us during the hurricane. Absolutely wonderful.
That's so comforting to know.
Yeah.
And I, having gone through the hurricane myself, having to wait for people to show up and do all these things, it was nice for all of you to not have to worry about that.
You know,
so.
they took care of everything
Yeah,
for us.
yeah.
They put me down in Periwinkle for 5 months. packed up all my stuff, and we didn't pay anything for September, October, or November. That was,
Yeah.
it was October, November, December. Wonderful. And then everybody ate down at this Crystal for free until they got back into their houses. And a lot of the people here in the estuary, seeing each other day in and day out, they got to be friends in a way they never had before.
Isn't that nice?
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it just shows you how Shell Point is a community, and we can all get together. So
And after the hurricane, people said, "Oh, you're going to move now?" I said, "No, I wouldn't move."
Yeah,
They took
yeah.
care of me, and I'm not concerned.
well, that's great. Well, I appreciate you allowing us to come back. And if any of you have any questions about the thrift stores around
Or
here,
you want a list? I have a list.
she's got a list, and it just goes to show you how you can take something that doesn't cost a lot and add it to the things that you have. Sometimes it's painting it to make it look newer, or adding a little tablecloth or a fun little statue.
Fun little statue.
And it makes it your home. And
It makes it your home.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a furniture store.
That's right. But thank you so much.
You're
We
welcome.
are so appreciative that you let us come in.
Thank you.
Mwah.